Oh, hello, good people. I look so bright. I love this. I love this. What I don't like is how my book is like, another side. Hello, lovely people. I am a minute early, so I am just going to wait a bit for people to log in. And yeah, I see one person there. Can you please comment and say hello, Coach Mel B? Let me see who is logging in with me today. At least I have two people, All right, let me see who is logging in. Just say hi. We now it's 5 p.m. South African time. Hello, 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 hello. Can somebody say hi? I am live with you. I see there were two people. I don't know what happened to the other one, but the other one is still here. Can you say hi? Hi, 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 hi. All right, so I am going to wait a bit. I see three people. Please, guys, when you log in, say hi. Yes, I see Nontla Coach. Yeah, right. Let me tell my husband that I'm busy because I forgot to tell him that, hey, I'm doing this challenges while other people are logging in, and we're going to start in about 2 minutes or so. All right, it's only 3 people. Can you believe it? Okay. All right, so, and the other 3, y'all not saying anything to me? Y'all not saying anything, huh? It's 4 people with me, so I have been live for 2 minutes, and I think I'm going to start, and other people will catch with us. Some said they would be doing the replay because of the time and all that. I decided to do it at 5 because at 5:30, then I just, I'm not that I'm boxing myself into that, but I'm not a morning person, an afternoon person. I'm actually a morning person. That is why I exercise in the morning. I also exercise, like early in the morning around 5, I would still wake up and go for exercise. So where I am right now is very hot, but anyway, we're going to start today. It is day 1 of our challenge, and for the challenge, we are going to learn how to love our inner child. And let me tell you a little bit of a background about this challenge is that I have been going through healing processes, and healing is layers and layers and layers. And today, as you can see, last time I did a video that I couldn't even wear the color red because of what was attached to the color red. And I don't know when was the last time I actually wore red and white, but today I am here with you wearing red and white. So this is the challenge. It's self-love, and like I said, I have been going through a process of healing, and what I have been learning is that throughout my growth as a coach and with all the things that I do, somehow, somewhere, I also forgot to love myself. So what I did was, go into this process of healing, learn, and then come and teach. So everything that I teach about, most of the things that I talk about, I teach about, is the things that I have been through, right? So the self-love. So let's just firstly unpack what is love. Love, for I would say love is, it's a feeling, it's an emotion that you create yourself, whether consciously or subconsciously. You create this emotion for yourself. You would say that you love another person, or you love yourself, whatever the love is all about, right? And again, to me, love is also an action, which some people believe that they can action their love for other people, but they fail to do those certain actions for themselves. So as I now learn through this journey of self-love, I learned that we always sacrifice our love so that we are sacrificing for other people. We are putting other people first before we can put our needs first. So one of the things is that I have been hearing, it will be people saying, I have been loving other people or doing things for people who don't do the same to me. And my thought is that if you can sacrifice anything, money, whatever it is, and you are sacrificing it for love, then you have a problem. And sometimes actually we are doing things out of fear. Hello, Neo. Hello. Sometimes we are doing things out of fear. We fear that people will leave us. That is the reason why some people would go and take loans for their parents, or take loans for other people, like crazy things that I hear, that people would take loans for their friends, for their boyfriends, and all that. But all that is driven by fear. So the opposite of love is fear. And most of us, we think that we love people, but actually we fear that if we don't do things for them, then we will lose them. So that is the reason why I also walked in that journey of neglecting myself, putting the needs of other people before me, and I got burned. And that is the reason why you would see most people who are helping other people, coaches, psychologists, and all these people, marriage counselors, that one day they tell you that this person has committed suicide. You see, they had taken the need of other people, helping other people, because it can be a passion just like myself. It can be a passion of helping other people. But then if you don't do the same to yourself, then you only punishing yourself, and you will burn out. So one of the things that I can really explain what love is. Love, it's between, for instance, if I love my husband, I have to be full in order for me to love him, and he has to be full in order for him to love me. So this is what I can explain when I was breastfeeding my son in Gosi. So I had to eat, I had to eat nutrition and nutrition. I had to eat a whole lot of nutrition, so that I can have a milk supply, right? Hello, 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 motivational. Yes. Wow. Okay. So I had to eat, food that would help me have a milk supply. So as I produce milk for my son to eat, I also have to eat. So many people would be hungry, right? And they want to feed people from their hunger. Their hunger for love. They are hungry for oh, okay. I see this name and I'm like, who is this? Some people are hungry, and they want to, hello, Tisang, they want to feed other people from, nothing, from nothingness. And love starts with yourself. Many people want to, and we will, with the days, we will be talking about different things. Today we are talking about an inner child, that we have to love our inner child in order for us to love ourselves. And to some people it will be, what is an inner child, Malib? What is an inner child? So an inner child is the younger you. That is the best explanation I can give you. It's the younger you. So between the ages of 6 and 9, I always talk about the development stage, which is between the ages of 0 and 7. Now, when you have already developed, which is between the ages of 6 and 9, you form a belief about the world around you before you can be contaminated about other people's beliefs. So and I'm going to tell you my own story of this, when we were still young, guys, we didn't have problems. We didn't know that we had to love other people, and we had to be in a relationship with other people, and the sacrifices that we have to do in order for us to be married, or in order for us to have kids. We didn't know those type of things. All we knew is that life is very simple. And I had one of the people that I follow, Marisa Pierre, saying that my kid said, "Mommy, why are you worried about money? Because you can go to the bank and take money. Money is just paper to them." This is a kid. And my neighbor also said it, that, the kid saw a car that he likes, and he said, "Daddy, go to the bank and buy this car." We do not have limitations of, I have to work in order for me to get money. I have to work so hard, making my body feel so, exhausted in order for me to be, or to have money, to be rich or to have money. We don't know those things when we were children. And whatever that we have experienced during those times are things that are linked to our purposes. So I would see with myself that when I was younger, I I used to have this idea that I would have a doll that would make things happen for me. So the doll will wash the dishes, doll will clean for me, and I will literally not do anything. This is me when I was between the ages of 0 and the ages of 6 and 9. So I was dreaming. I had these wild visions, about how life is. And then it turned out that now, when I was a teenager, I was expected to cook, I was expected to clean. And now the reality is that the reality was that what I had envisioned in my mind now becomes not the reality of what I was experiencing at the moment. So I then started doubting myself. This is what happens to us now when we get into this world where they say it's the real world. Now we start doubting ourselves. We start doubting the dreams that we had as children. We start, trying to fit in. And that also is where self-sabotage comes in, because what I had in my mind and what is currently happening, it's not it. So it means that I have to sabotage my own success, the success that I can only see in the screen of my mind. So when I grow up, then people are telling me that in order for you to get married, you need to cook for your boyfriend. You need to do all these things. But personally, I knew I did not like this thing. I don't know why didn't I like cooking and cleaning and doing all the chores, but I did not like it. But anyway, now I'm trying to fit in the world, and I'm trying to do things that wear me down. Every time I have to cook every day, I feel like, oh my gosh, I've worked. But if I have to go and run, or if I have to sit here and talk to you, I don't feel like it's work, right? So now the world is conditioning me to believe somehow about the dream that I had, until I went into a process of healing and understanding that my inner child knew who I am, right? Before the conditioning happened, before I was told what a woman can do and what a man can do, my inner child knew what I could do. And each one of us in this place, all of us watching the replay and live, we all have a purpose in life, and our purposes are linked. Hello, 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 Unati, hello, Matsidiso, hello. And all our purposes are linked to that time between the ages of 6 and 9. That is the time when our purposes are revealed to us. But then a lot of people now, when they are older, they are struggling to find their purposes, because what they dreamed about, what they saw when they were still young, does not correlate with the world around them, right? So this is the thing. Now, when you think of your inner child, you think you are childish. You think, oh my God, how could I think of a doll who does things for me? But when I went into a process of healing now, I understood that actually my love language is works of services. So my husband knows that when he does things for me, when I'm sitting and not doing anything, and then he cooks, and then my love tank it's been filled up. But every time when I have to do, if I can go 2 weeks with doing chores, then it's a problem for me. It's a problem because I'm going to complain. Other than other people, they like cleaning, they like cooking, they like doing all those things. It's okay for them to do those type of things. And I had to accept, hello Jeanette, it's okay. I had to accept that I am not like other people. Other people do not like talking. I love talking. Other people don't like exercising. I love exercising. Actually, when I was a kid, I ran my first 10 kilometer when I was still in primary school. Some people are seeing it now when I'm bigger. By that time, I was still smaller. And I ran my first 10 kilometer in primary school. I was number 4, and we were taken, top 5 were taken to represent the school. Where. That's what I used to do. But then when I came into this world of reality, I left, the running. I left all these things, trying to focus on getting a boyfriend, washing for this person so that they can marry me or something like that. So today we are going to heal and accept our inner child the way they are, because our inner child is, even the Bible is saying that be like children, because children can be able to receive. Now when you are an adult, you're thinking, oh my gosh, I have to, and you see Ngozi does not have to worry about what he's going to eat and how is he going to bath and if the soap is there. No, nothing. He just literally stand there, and I would be the one who's worried. Oh, milk is finishing. Oh, this and this and that and that. So now, when we are getting into a process of loving ourselves, we need to go back to our childlike times, right? The time when we did not know anything about love, about whatever, about pain, about relationships, about our mother being beaten, and all this pains that we have experienced and trauma. We did not know, right? So you're going to go back and write a love letter to your younger self, right? And I love this verse in the Bible as well. It says, the second most important commandment in the Bible, it says, love your neighbor as you can love yourself. So in order for you to love another person, you have to know what love is for yourself. And some of us, we do not know this love because of, the world caught up with us. Like I said, now I was told I needed to change actually my dream. Now when I grew up and I became this person and I healed, I went into a process of healing and all these lovely things that I have been going through, I realized that actually I'm a visionary. And for me to write these books, this is my second book. My first book, The Journey, I did not even have a book when I said to people that I'm going to make TV. I am going to be the world's best speaker. I am going to be earning a whole lot of money. I saw all of that here, just like I saw it when my vision said, you will have a doll that will wash dishes for you and do all the chores for you. Now I see that, okay, even though it was not a doll, I had created an employment for some other person to help me in the house. So I hired a helper to help me in the house. When I don't feel like doing chores, then I have somebody who can help me do chores, right? When my husband and I don't want to be fighting about who's washing the dishes and all that. So I have somebody who's helping me, and I pay them. And the family, she is also looking after her family with the money that I'm paying her. So I'm creating employment. And now I don't know, I don't feel bad for when I tell people that I don't love chores. I don't feel bad at all, because I cannot love everything. I cannot be doing all these things. It will overwhelm me. So for today we are going, I see it's 18 minutes I've been talking, wow. And today we are going to really love the wildest dreams that we had as children. And some people, just like myself, we had a bitter, painful past. I had been sexually abused, but that doesn't mean that I don't have a memory of good things happening to me. I actually had to go and dig, deeper into this thing, trying to find myself and remembering, I have a sister who's also reminding me of the things that I used to do, the words that I used to say, and the songs that I used to, so I am literally writing my moment down, and I want to remember the good things, right? Okay, Coach Nomasonto, I want to remember the good things that happened in my life, because yes, I know I remember the bad things, but today is not about the bad things. I want you to write a love letter to your inner child. My inner child, as you know, some of you may know that my first name is Maetso, Maetso. So whenever I want to address my inner child, I address her with her name, and I said, I wanted to live in America. Yeah, baby, you can still live in America. So you're going to write a love letter. So the love letter, I'm watching. I'm reading my notes. So the love letter will firstly be, I am sorry, and you will list all the things that you are sorry for. I had to list, and every time when I feel like I have neglected my inner child, I always go and I write her a letter. Dear Maidzo, I am sorry for neglecting your dreams. So for Unati, she is saying that she wanted to live in America. And even today, that dream is still possible. You can still live in America, right? So you're going to write this love letter. Dear, you remember when we used to write love letters for our boyfriends in primary school and high school? When we said, sorry for the address. Address is common. Common is love. I can't believe that I still remember that. Oh, wow. So, dear Maito, I am sorry that I have neglected the dream that you had. I am sorry that I do not take whatever that you want to write. Really, I'm just making the structure that this is how you can write a letter. But the first one is to say, I am sorry. You know? And you list why you are sorry, because some people would just say I'm sorry but they don't know why they are sorry. So the second one will be a thank you. I would like to say thank you to my inner child when I was being sexually abused or whatever that was happening, even not sexually abused, that there were times when I was just going through life not knowing if I go back or forth or whatever it is, and my inner child was there with me always. So I want to thank her for being with me, for carrying me, for encouraging me to be the person that I am, right? And then you want to now give her love, and you say, I love you for 1, 2, 3. Appreciate your inner child. Just like for people who have husbands here and children, I want to appreciate you for 1, 2, 3. Now you are going to appreciate your inner child, which is part of you. It's not some external person. She is still in you. And there are times, I remember Coach Noma Sondra said on her 40th birthday or 41, she decided to be a child again. She decided to be a child again because being an adult, guys, is sometimes it's tiring, and you really don't want to be a parent or an adult every time. You just want to go back to being a child and not worrying about anything. So now when you want to appreciate your inner child, you also want to reaffirm her. My friend is busy calling me. I don't think she knows that I'm live. So you want, after you write that letter, don't throw the letter away. So for the people who are on the Mindset Makeover program, they know that we have a manifestation box. This is where we put our letters, the things that we want to manifest. So you can also do that. I have shared this technique also on them. Yes, faith like a child. For the people who have joined the 30-day challenge on Facebook, they know about this thing of having a box where you can have, we said gratitude, and others is for a request. So you can have these letters, because when we're talking about an inner child, it's not a one-time thing. Just because it's 5 days, then it's done. I'm just giving you guidelines on how to do this, and you continue doing it over and over again. You have to always revisit yourself, revisit your inner child, and also affirm her or him that you still love her. Even though you are caught up with life, you still love her, and you still listen to her. You still, sometimes even our inner child would be talking to us, that mind, those voices that come into your mind, to some extent it will be self-sabotage, to some extent it will be something that is your inner child also talking to you. And you need to know the difference between the voice of God and your own voice as a person, right? So after that, you will then have an affirmation, and I will write it on the comment section, where it says, I reparent my inner child with love, understanding, and compassion. So you will repeat this for 5 minutes, and you will say it over and over again after you have written the letter. So today, that is the challenge. Remember the dreams that you used to have as a child. Remember, and all of these dreams are connected to your purpose. Like I said, for people who are looking to find their purposes, this is the time to connect the dots. I remember as a child, I used to write a lot. I wrote a play that I believed was supposed to be on TV, and I used to write letters to everybody. I even had a pen pal or something like that somewhere in Kimberley. I used to write a lot, and I used to have visions, envisioning my life, helping other people, and all those things. Therefore, thereafter, I went into a process of being a teenager, drinking, smoking, and doing all these things. And people thought I will never make it. But then I went back into my inner child, and today I'm here helping people, writing books for myself and other people. So here is the thing: go back to your inner child, like Jeanette said, have faith like a child, go back into your inner child and say, I wanted to be in America. And I want to actually say sorry to my inner child, because my inner child knew that I'm supposed to be in America. And you will find out, Unati, that being in America would be, where you're going to blossom. Look at Trevor Noah. He went to America, and now he is the most paid comedian, in the whole wide world. And he was born here. Maybe you also need to go to America, so that you can connect, with your inner being and connect with your purpose in America. You may never know. So go back to your inner child, write a love letter, say I'm sorry, say thank you, tell them that you love them, and say the affirmation, I reparent my inner child with love, understanding, and compassion. Don't ever think that the dreams that you had, when you thought money, you can just go to the bank and have money, it's just the wildest dream. No, it's still valid even today. You can still make money without having to work so much and tiring your body and all that, right? So that's it for today. I'm going to meet you tomorrow. Please share this with your friends and family. I see Noah there saying, me too, I don't like those. I'm just pressing. I know so many people don't like chores. And because we have been conditioned to believe that as a woman, you need to love chores. Like every time when I spoke to other women, they would say, so what is your husband eating? When I say I don't like chores, and I don't mean that I am untidy. I don't mean that. Hello, Wendy. I don't mean that I am untidy. I don't mean that I don't cook bad. It's just not something that I love. What I love is this. What I love is helping people realize their dream, realize their purpose in life. Right? So yes, and thank you for joining me here. We are going to come back tomorrow. I hope to see you tomorrow. And tomorrow it's day 2. We are going to talk about committing to ourselves. This one, I love it so much. You can actually, let me just give you a bit of understanding. You can attract who you are. So many people want to attract people who can commit to them when they have not committed to themselves. Remember, you like attract like. So we'll talk more tomorrow. I love you. Have a good night.